What up, everybody? I'm Weasel. This is the Tomb Raider Remastered collection. Specifically, we'll be doing Tomb Raider 1. Why are you not? There we go. My iPad wasn't charging. I hurt my ankle last night. When I'm carrying something into my room or I just walk in a room, I sometimes set my iPad on the back of my chair for a moment. Well, I did that last night. I went to pick it up. It slipped, fell. I tried to move my legs out of the way, but it landed on my ankle, like right on the, I don't explain that. The little bump on the inside of the ankle. Oh god, that hurts so bad. It was throbbing for a good while. The whole time I was playing this last night, just to make sure everything worked. And to see if I had to get used to any physics changes. I don't have to. I mean, it feels a little different than the original. Not that much. But, yeah, I put some ice on it. That kind of helped, I guess. It's not broken. I can move it. I can put weight on it. Just sore, I guess. It's fucking hurt. Now, normally, actually, there's two shoutouts on my video. Oh my god, I don't know how to say his name. Dan Gusamaka. Bro Gameplays 4092. That was touched by his comment about my cat. Thank you for that. That meant a lot. The other one, unfortunately, he no longer does YouTube, as far as I'm aware. Because his channel's no longer there. Actually, I haven't looked in a while. Maybe he came back? I don't know. Badass Games. I used to watch him a lot. Because he would play Tomb Raider. He played all 5 of the original ones. I think maybe Anniversary. Possibly Legend. I don't remember entirely. But he was basically the Tomb Raider guy. He did tons of Tomb Raider. Even the gold versions and mods. And he was really good at them. It's awesome to watch. So I was sad to find that, because I had a lot of his playlists saved, that I could no longer find his playlists in my list. I never knew what happened until I eventually found out. And apparently, well, I don't really know, but the video said he deleted his channel or something like that. I don't know if he deleted it or what. But it sucks because he was fun to watch. And two thoughts went in my head when I was playing this last night. I thought, wonder how core design feels about this. I wonder how Badass Games would feel about this if he still did YouTube. This makes me wonder about the Tomb Raider modding scene now. I think usually they mod Chronicles. But, yeah, I wonder. Now, yes, this has the gold editions. See? Unfinished business. Golden mask. Yeah, I was just practicing last night. Lost artifact. Oh, so I want you to note something. When I open that, you could see Lara's picture there. However, when I switch to original graphics, that's not there. Yes, you can switch on the fly, which I'm shocked about how it doesn't, like, cause any frame rate, like any delay or anything like that. This, it says extras here, but that was originally screen adjust. Which, I always questioned why that was a thing. I never ever had to use it. All it did was just a centering of your screen. I guess some TVs it wouldn't be right. But I never had that issue. I just realized how that changed. Because of these two, it's a CD player, this one is a Walkman. I totally forgot about that. And yes, this says subtitles. For once. That was never an option, but... Oh, well, no, it was a controller, not a... Game Boy? Oh, why is the buttons reversed? Ew. But yeah. Modern controls, I don't exactly like. It feels odd. I tried. Believe me, I tried. And I think they would be helpful with combat. Like, I might actually switch to them for bosses. But for the most part, I like the tank controls. I do like that you could change them. However, since I'm used to the old setup... Which actually I haven't touched this one, so that makes me wonder. Walk to action, I'm fairly certain was already in the games. At least for underwater, because I remember it was a little more lenient. Action in carriage, yeah, that is helpful. However, I already know stuff that's interactable. But again, it helps. I would say Aspire did a wonderful job with this. So, as always, let's start with Lara's home. No, there was no buffering, I was just switching there. They cleaned it up. Aspire did a wonderful job.
Welcome to my home. I'll take you on a guided tour.
Pearson. You know, it was always odd to me how they couldn't get her ponytail to work. Yet, it was fine with the other games. And then the other thing, look, I can move the camera around, which is awesome. It wasn't until the fourth game in which they got lip movement. Which was odd to me. But whatever. Glad I'm thirsty. Actually, that's some... Oh, goody, goody, goody. The one thing I hated about Tomb Raider 1. To sidestep, it wasn't to hold a button and then use the D-pad. It was L1 and R1. Oh, one change I'm not sure I like. So in Tomb Raider 2, you started getting flares. To pull them out, I believe you pressed R1, maybe R2. I don't remember off the top of my head. From Tomb Raider 3 onward, select plus R1 to pull out flares. Because the flare button was replaced with a sprint button. Ah, I'm glad I can do that. That wasn't introduced until Tomb Raider 2. And there's two ways to do this. Either jump and hit circle immediately, or when you're doing a backflip, hold forward. And if you're jumping forward and want to do that turn, either circle when you're jumping, or jump forward and hold backwards. No, I'm really shocked that I can do this on the fly.
Okay, let's do some tumbling. Press the jump button. Now press it again and quickly press one of the directions and I'll jump that way.
I wonder if they re-recorded these lines or what. Whee! My advice? Always do the tutorial, especially for these. Even if you do it in 2-minute 1, you may want to do it for the next two
the
as
main
well.
hall. Sorry about the crates. I'm having some things put into storage and the delivery people haven't been yet.
You know, I was wondering how the hell there'd be over 200 trophies, but then I realized it's 3 games with 3 additional campaigns. Her house goes through such a change. And it's unfortunate that the third one I'm not sure who that is, but it looks like Patrick Stewart in a turban. The 3 is the last one in the original collection that you can go to her house. Mansion. Legends would be the next one you could do it in, and I don't remember if you could in Underworld at least not outside of a mission. I don't entirely remember. That looks familiar. I feel like I know that painting, but I don't know the name. Look how different. Those doors are still massive. I don't care who you are. I'm not guaranteeing all secrets. Actually, I wonder if they...
And while still pressing forward, press action and I'll vault up onto it.
Yep. You can't go outside, unfortunately, this one. The fact that she did that animation when running, and that means that does not open and it is not a door. Yes, that trick still works. If I could find a door that does open, I can... Essentially, if you run towards a wall and Lara keeps running against the wall, that means that opens. If she doesn't, and instead runs into it like that, that means it does not open. A good trick to know with these. Why didn't I get that before? I guess that was only in the first one it counted. Yes, there's photo mode, which I like. Now, I want to point it out. Classic 1, Classic 2. There is a difference. Her shirt is different, her boots are different, at least in the laces. By the way, a similar outfit like this, basically a throwback to this outfit, is in Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Even says it in its description. It's a throwback to that outfit, which is why I keep wearing it. Oh, that's what that was supposed to be. Wait, Lara found the Ark of the Covenant? Oh dear. Little tidbit. You don't have to do that and hit the grab button. You can just action button.
This used to be the ballroom, but I've converted it into my own personal gym. What do you think? Well, I don't actually run everywhere. When I want to be careful, I walk. Hold down the walk button and walk to the white line.
See, when you walk, she won't step off.
With the walk button down, I won't fall off even if you try to make me. Go on, try it.
Actually, I just realized they combined. They did. So after 2, sidestep and walk became the same button. Because crouch became its own button. So before, you could also spin, but at a slower pace. I'm also having announced that the cheats still work. However, I won't be utilizing it.
If you want to look around, press and hold the look button. Then press in the direction you want to look.
Here's a little thing. I don't know about the first one, but the second one. Now, usually PS1 controllers will not have the thumbsticks, but there were PS1. Oops. But there were PS1 controllers with that. I had one. Oh yes, DualShock ones. I can't remember if they ever had vibration. Because I'm starting to think my translucent blue controller from a PS2 might be a PS1 controller. Because it doesn't have vibration function. But you wouldn't shock me because you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. They look exactly the same. And I know it's not a knockout because it says Sony on it, and the buttons look like PlayStation buttons. Let's see.
If a jump is too far for me, I can grab the ledge and save myself from a nasty fall. Walk to the edge with the white line until I won't go any further. Then press jump immediately, followed by forward, and while I'm in the air, press and hold the action button.
Now, I know it's hard to get used to, but Lara takes the jumps after she takes a few steps. Which that took me a while to get used to at first as well, but I'm so used to it, it's second nature to me. Anniversary had a grab button, but it was L1 and it felt so weird, so I just kept auto grab on. I mean, I'm glad I don't have to do that in the modern ones, because with the climbing in that, it's big. But at least in that one, you know where to climb. Here, you can climb every single surface. Every single ledge is grabbable. In the modern ones, it's kind of obvious which ones are, but in these, not entirely. I'm glad I could switch on that in the 5. I feel like playing the original.
If I do a running jump, I can make a jump. Walk to the edge with the white
Oops.
line until I stop. Then let go of walk and tap backwards to give me a run-up. Press forward and almost immediately press and hold the jump button. I won't actually jump until the last minute.
Yeah, exactly. She takes a few steps before jumping.
Right, this is a really big one. So do a running jump exactly as before, except while I'm in the air, press and hold the action button to make me grab the ledge.
So, tip for this. Usually walk to the edge. When you're lining yourself up, walk to the edge. Jump back. Oop, that's not what I meant to do.
Nice.
That's how it's done.
Try to vault up here. I can't climb up because the gap is too small. But
Well,
press right and I'll shimmy sideways until there is room. Then press forward.
I believe that's the case until 2 minus 3. If not 3, then 4.
Tap backwards and I'll jump off backwards. Immediately press and hold the action button and I'll grab the ledge on the way down.
Now, I believe if you were to fall normally, you would take a bit of damage. So, to prevent that, you do what's called a safety fall. That'll be used quite a bit, I'd imagine.
Let's go for a swim.
Yes, let's.
The jump
See?
button and the directions move me around underwater.
Now if I jump in there and I'll land the level as soon as I get out. Shouldn't have the diving board in this version of it. I didn't realize those were supposed to be windows. Did they look like windows to you? I thought they were lights. So when I saw they were translucent this time, I thought, wait, those are light? Those are windows? Now to swan dive, hold the walk button, and then jump. Now when I was little playing Tomb Raider 2, I thought I had to mash it. I was always wondering why I couldn't make her do that. It wasn't for a while that I eventually found out.
Air. Just use forward and left and right to maneuver around on the surface.
That's
Press
the
jump to dive down for another swim about, or go to the edge and press action to climb out.
that was a British version of the spelling, which makes sense. She's British. uh yeah, it wouldn't be for quite a while, but I realized I could hold it. But I was a stupid kid. And I would only play Lara's home in Tomb Raider 2 because I didn't have a memory. Well, I had a memory card, but it was an off-brand. It was a third-party market brand, and it didn't work. It just caused my controller to not work when it was inserted. So, oh, I remember what I was gonna say already. I completely forgot. Anyway, just looking around, holding that to look around. Normally, there was an analog button. Usually, it was on by default, and you could not turn it off. I believe it was only PS1 games where you could turn it on and off. Usually, turning it on would cause the game to not work. So you turn it back off because some games did not have analog support. Others, like Quake 2 and Alien Isolation, Alien Resurrection, would switch to a dual stick control. Which is interesting. But yeah, in Tomb Raider's case, if Tomb Raider 2 at least, if you flip that on, right stick, you would be permanently in this sort of view, and right stick would be used to look around. It was a little weird. Now, you can use the thumbstick, but they tried that with Angel of Darkness. I never liked that. I never liked that control. I much prefer the D-pad, the tank controls at least. Now, if I get out, it ends the level. I must have changed that. And the way I'm doing this, one level per video. Meaning, if I beat a level, I'm not going to immediately go to the next level. I'm going to stop the video and then go to the next, and then start a new video. That'll help me keep things straight, help you understand where I'm at in the game. Ooh.
Right.
So that made me...
Now I'd better take off these wet clothes.
There we go. What was gonna say? That being said, that means there will be short videos occasionally. I'm assuming. I'm assuming. I'm sure. But that being the case, next time we'll start the game proper. Till then, I'm Zombie Weasel. Stay zombie, and I am out.